All right, good. Let's start on the mat today. And I'd like you to sit down, leaning back on your hands, fingertips pointing away from the center of you, and your feet wide, wider than hip width apart. We're going to start with knee drops side to side, 10 repetitions, and press the floor down with your hands so that your chest stays tall and proud. And you're looking at the sun rising above a mountain in the horizon. Press those heels down, opening the chest. And if your bum is doing a walk away from your hands, bring them closer to you to readjust. Inhale when the knees go up. Exhale when the knees go down. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Very good. And we're going to end up in the shin box position. Let's take the center right here, middle of the chest to the front shin. And we are going to put the hands down to the floor. Drop, exhale. Inhale. Every drop, try to go deeper, 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 closer to the ground. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Now let's shift the center of the chest in the direction of the knee, pointing forward like an arrow. And let's do 3 drops. Inhale. Exhale. Feel those areas that are tight, that are thanking you for this stretch. Start that conversation with your body. Good. And now we're going to take the hands in the direction of the thigh. And we're going to do 3 drops there. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. And now let's survey horizontally all the world around us. Looking away over your shoulders, one side, rotate to the other shoulder. Use your hands to move the floor away from you, allowing you to go deeper into those horizontal rotations, finding new areas inside of your core and shoulders to stretch. Good. Now, if you have your left leg forward and your left leg forward, place your left hand here and you're going to push your hips up and squeeze the glute. 3 times, then rest. Push up the knees, squeeze, and then bring the bum down. One more time. Press the hips up. You're going to wave out until you drop that right arm. Hold it there for a second, and now crunch down and coming out of that stretch. Good. One last stretch here. You're going to lean over in a lateral plank. You're going to open up your hands away and then bring it in and through that space in between your other arm at the mat and aim at pushing that elbow down to the ground. Inhale, open up, finding a stretch across your shoulders, starting that conversation with them, down and through. One more time. And down and through. Very good. Stay close to the ground, plant your hands and crawl your way in. In, staying close to the ground. Stretch yourself into that back leg as much as you can. Very good. Let's switch sides. Same sequence repeated on this side. Chest pointing towards the shin. 3 drops. Inhale. Exhale. If you notice the wavelength that we've done these on other classes, it's slower. This wavelength is a bit faster because we're going to use this as a warm-up for some core, some leg work, some stability, spine work. Good, give me one more in the direction of the knee. Now rotate your chest in the direction of the thigh. Plant your hands. Exhale, drop. Inhale, up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, up. One more drop. Good. And now pushing the floor away, let's do our horizontal rotations, looking behind you and over the back shoulder. And then look around towards the front shoulder and over the front shoulder. Let's go in the other direction. Push the floor to reach deeper into looking over the back shoulder. And then push the floor to return to the front and over the front shoulder. One more time, away. And return. Good. Now keep that right arm planted on the ground. Push your hips up. Give the glutes a good squeeze. That will stabilize the pelvis. And then return. Good. Push it up. You're going to feel a bit of energy transferring into that hand, almost like a side plank. It can bring some of the benefits of the side plank, even if we're not really on a side plank. Well, we are. Look at your torso. It's leaning away. Take that arm, wave it out. Hold it here. Take a deep breath. When you exhale, drop the elbow forward and down. Bring your bum back down and out of that stretch. Good. Lean over to your left side, to your right side. You're going to stretch that left arm to the front. Look at the fingertips and open up. Good. Open up as far as you feel safe with that motion. And then you're going to bring those fingers, pass them through that space in between your elbow and your leg, and stretch away. Slide it out, open up. Good. And slide it in and through again. Good. Stay down. Plant both of your hands on the ground and cross your hands over. So you crawl forward towards your left leg if you are mirroring me. And give yourself a good stretch. Perfect. Okay, we're going to rotate into a tabletop position, and you can double fold your mat for your knees if you feel you need some extra padding. We're going to do cat-cows. So first position is the cow. Drop your belly button to the ground, perking the tailbone up, and look up at the sky. Now notice if there is a stretch traveling from your jaw down through your neck and into your chest. I want you to just observe it and feel it if you need it. If you close your mouth, keep the teeth together, you're definitely going to feel it. Now, drop your eyes to the ground, push the floor away. That opens up your shoulder blades. Then feel your rib cage connecting, closing in. Feel your upper abs helping you do that. Tuck your tailbone in and feel your lower abdominals pulling up towards your rib cage. Hold that position, push the floor away, tuck that tailbone deeper. Good, now relax and let's go to cow, dropping the belly button. Keep your teeth connected, not necessarily squeezing hard. Look up to the sky. Arching the back. And now let's drop one more time. Eyes down, chin down. Open the shoulder blades, slide them out so you can push the floor more powerfully. Close the rib cage, upper abs. Tuck your tailbone with lower abs. And I want you to increase the energy in this position, in whatever that means in your body, at 70%. So push and tuck for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your glutes if you know what that means, if you can find them. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And relax. Good. Now from here, take your left arm forward, look down towards the mat, and in this position, stretch from the center of your spine, stretch that hand forward as much as you can. Stretch, stretch, stretch. You're gonna hold this position for 10 seconds. 10, 9, 8. Squeeze your core and your glutes. 7, 6. Now drive some energy on that hand that it's planted on the ground. Push the floor away from you. 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Let's plant that left hand and stretch the opposite hand. So from the center of your body, imagine you're being pulled from the fingertips away so that shoulder actually slides out a bit more. Then imagine you're pushing more energy to the ground from the shoulder that's planted, so your chest actually lifts, your body, your core lifts from the ground. Hold this position for 10 seconds and squeeze every muscle that you can find on your body at 70% of intention. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. Squeeze those glutes. 3, 2, and 1. Good job. And relax. We're going to push back into child's pose. Stretch those fingers as far forward as you can. And you're going to keep those hands planted, and you're going to come up to a rounded cat position. Very slowly squeeze your glutes, and then push back into child's pose. Again, coming up into a rounded cat, and I want you to find those abs. Squeeze the rib cage. You should be in a rounded upper back rounding position and tailbone tucked in, and then push back. Coming up again into that rounded cat. Squeeze your glutes. Open up the shoulder blades. Close the rib cage. I know you're finding those places inside yourself. Good job, and push back. One more time, coming up into this position. Good. And now adjust your feet and fold your toes underneath and coming up into a high plank. If you feel comfortable with this position, if not, you can stay on your knees. Let's hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. Always honor your body and hold the positions as long as it feels okay for you. You're going to get stronger every time you get into them. Let's lay down facing up. Good. And from here, we're going to do 10 upper abdominal crunches. Feet are planted on the ground, slightly wider than the hip width apart. And you're going to curl up to reach your knees and then return to the ground. Curl up, reach your knees, return to the ground. We're going to do 8 more of these. If you want to switch your fingertips to support your head, you can do so. And return. When you crunch up, press that belly button down to your spine, down to the mat. And return. That's 4. Exhale, coming up. Inhale, coming down. That's 5. Exhale, coming up. Hands to knees above them and return. Good. Coming up again. Squeeze your rib cage together, closing in that strength. Give me 3 more times. Remember, you have the option of gently holding your head, but focus so that your muscles on the core are doing the lift. They're connecting, they're closing and creating a ball of fire here. 1 more time. And release. Good. Now plant your hands facing down to the floor. Let's bring those legs together. Give me a 10-second squeeze of those legs squeezing in together, activating your inner thigh. Notice how you feel the contact of your ankles, the contact of your knees, and the energy building up right here through the base of your hip, of your pelvis. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now keep that energy. You're going to pull your knees towards your chest. flattening that lower back, and then you're going to straighten your knees. This might feel a little tight, especially if we're tight in the hamstrings. And then from here, you're gonna fold them. Keep your knees pulling up to your chest, and then slowly stretch them out and let them land on the floor. Good. From here, you can slide them up. Again, lift just slightly so that you don't curl the mat along with you, or you can walk your way back into that planted position. Squeeze your knees together. Flatten your lower back against the floor so that there's no space and you can feel that contact of your low back with the floor. And now pull those knees to your chest. Hold them there. Squeeze your thighs together. Pull the knees to your chest and very slowly stretch those legs up to the sky. Good. And now keep your body nice and tight and slowly lower those legs. Slowly towards the ground. Very good. We're going to do that one more time. So we're gathering a lot of energy before we do the conventional crunches. Those are always great, but so much better if we activate the core. So walk your way up to this position. Squeeze your inner thigh. Squeeze your inner thigh. Flatten that lower back. And now pull those knees to your chest. Hold them there for 3 seconds, but pull deeper with your abs. 3, 2, 1. Point those toes towards the sky. You can flex or point. Point is going to be easier. Less resistance on the back of the leg. Flatten that lower back and squeeze your glutes as you're lowering those legs slowly, slowly, slowly. Very good. Now ready? We're going to up that wavelength. We're going to do 10 repetitions of 1, 2, 1, 2. I can't remember what that exercise is called at the moment, but you saw it. We're bringing the opposite elbow to the opposite knee, doing a double tap. Ready? Let's go for 10. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. Very good. Plant your feet, widen them, and we're going to do 10 hip extensions. It's a hip bridge. 1 and 2, good, and 3 and 4, push to the floor, 5, squeezing the glutes, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Land your lower back. Right away, 10 repetitions on those alternating crunches. 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 2, 4, 2, 5, 2, 6, 2, 7, 2, 8, 2, 9, 2, 10, 2. And right away, 10 hip extensions. 1 and down, 2 and down, 3 4, you got this, feeling the heat, 5 and 6, exhale when you push up, 7, 8, 9, and 10, good job. Roll towards the camera, onto your shoulder, and I'd like you to grab a sip of water if you need. We're going to finish with an important part of core work, which is lateral work, lateral plank work. And that is very important because that helps stabilize the spine. It could help prevent herniation of discs. You've probably heard the story of people that work out that get herniated discs. And what I think could happen in some cases is that, yes, the front and back have been worked a lot, but there has been a bit of a neglect on the side. And remember, that's why I refer to it as a belt of energy. The whole belt needs to be worked. So let's grab a sip of water and then dedicate some time to those lateral aspects. Not only do they look good, right? But they are also important pieces in stabilizing the spine all around it. 360 degrees. Cheers for the 360 degrees. Okay, So we're going to take a side plank position with the knees on top of each other. So lean over to your right side and just look down the length of your body. Naturally, your hips are gonna be set up a bit behind the knees. So take those knees, align them with the hips, push the hips forward so that when you look down the length of your body, it looks as straight as possible. And now here, you can use the front hand, the one that is free that you can wave to me with, to push up the ground. This might already put enough work for your shoulder and your core, so you can keep this hand here for support. And if you're able to, you are going to do 10 reps with me, up and touching the ground, and up and touching the ground. And if no, you're just gonna hold it for the duration of my 10 reps. 3, and ground. You can use your eyes to look at your fingertips. 4, and 5. Good, I'm going straight up to the sky. 6, and 7. Hold it for as long as you can. If you need to take a break, that's fine. You're developing a conversation with your body. 9, one more time, and 10. Very good. Let's flip it over to the other side. Same thing. And I understand too that this pressure can be uncomfortable. So again, if you need to double pad or triple pad your mat, there are always some genius adjustments that we can come up with. So look down the length of your body, push those hips forward, knees back, so that it kind of looks like an L from where your eyes are. Use the free hand to push your way up, and you're gonna hold it there if you need to, or do the reps with me. 1, and plant, and 2. Good, and 3. Good job. 4, keep going. Develop that conversation and that strength. 5, 1 rep at a time. You might be able to do all of them today, but if you don't, you might be able to do them in a couple of weeks. 7, and 8. Good. 9, and 10. Very good. Now, let's flip back to that shin box position. Again, this is gonna function as a bit of extra work on that lateral side, but also as a stretch to finish today's session. So lean over, stretch, drop the elbow, and sit down, rounding your way back in. 2 more reps. Inhale, exhale, make it your own dance. Find what feels good in your body. If the rotation feels good, try to play going deeper into it. Very good. Now let's switch over to the other side. Inhale, exhale. If you want to, you can try moving your arm differently. Maybe stretching towards the ground like this. That's what I mean by make it your own dance. Do your own exploration of what feels the best for you. Very good. And here, cross your legs over to the front so that you're comfortable. And round your back, dropping your chin. And then you're going to open up, squeezing the shoulder blades. And again, rounding and exploring. Maybe you want to pull those shoulders down towards the floor and lean over a bit. And then open up. Good. 1 more time. Maybe over to the side. You know, listen to your body. It kind of tells you these little things like, oh, maybe move over this way. Oh, that feels great. Also try the other side. So listen to it. Keep listening to it throughout the whole day. This is your vehicle of motion. There is this being made out of light, they say, that lives inside this body. This body becomes the vehicle which with you can transform the world around you. You can interact with the world around you. You can feel others around you. So enjoy it. Make the best out of it today. And with that, we're finishing today's session. Have a wonderful day.